G'day viewers, working on the Postie bike. It's just after midnight, I think. Doing a bit of night shift here. Why I'm doing the clutch is, well, the other one's slipping. That was the old clutch. I've renewed basically the whole motor, and I left the old clutch in just while I was running the motor in. And also I didn't have the right tools, and this tool just turned up today. This it's called a clutch basket holder. They're available on eBay. They're about $31, $32, but that really makes your job easy, so that's why I'm making this little short video. You want to remove your clutch. This end just goes over the Kickstarter rod shaft, and obviously we've got the proper clutch removal tool. I got that from Lambda again. The clutch basket holder I got off eBay from some guy in China. It's stainless steel. It's fairly well made. It did have one tiny little burr inside here that I had to file off, but apart from that, it's pretty good. It really makes the job easy. You know, you're trying to struggle with these things. So I've got the old basket there. I'll be renewing that. I've got new clutch plates, friction plates, steel plates. I think they must be the pressure plates. So pressure and friction plates. I've got a whole set. So I will rebuild this basket, and I'll check all the other springs and counterweights and clean it up. Those plates in there just absolutely crapped themselves. So just as you see, little bits and pieces of fibre plates there. I pulled this one apart. It's really good condition. There's no use sort of rebuilding that. It looks pretty good. Probably about 80% left on those clutch plates. In there you'll see I've turned the clutch nut over. I filed the other side off where it was being abused over the years by people using different tools on it. I actually had that this tool here. I've had that for a while, so I didn't damage this nut, but the previous people have changed it, bruised it a bit, so I filed all that off and I flipped it over, and I'm using the nice side. So yeah, this is how you do it. Really easy, and I will only be folding one tab over, according to Postie bike expert Mike O'Neill from Lambda. So all you need to do is just fold one tab over. He was telling me he saw somebody fold two over. It was quite surprising. I don't know why you'd need to do two. It's just to stop the nut from sort of coming loose. It's a safety feature. So yeah, I'm pretty impressed with the clutch basket holding tool, and also the I think it's a castellated tool. I don't know, I'm not sure. I'm not a mechanic, like I've said. This is just all fun for me. Most mechanics, sensible ones, would be in bed sleeping now. The hungry ones are up working night shift on the mines or somewhere else. Some of them don't want to work night shift, and they have to, so cheers to them. But anyway, I'll put this back together now, and I can take it for a ride because I've got a headlight now. So basically she's all finished, but I've got to go get some more gaskets. I've got a spare set in the cupboard there. It's always handy to have gaskets, so probably good time to show you some more of these beautiful titanium bolts. They're so easy to get out. It's a dream compared to the nightmare I had with the JIS screws that came with the Honda. yeah, it just drove me crazy trying to get those screws out. So I've replaced them with all these, they're 6mm, 1mm pitch with 10mm flange and an 8mm hex head on them. So I can use just a little socket set, little 1/4" drive socket set that I bought to do the bike. So this is another step in the progress to getting this bike back to as good as new condition. So I hope you enjoyed the little video. By the way, I'll show you something here. This assembly, see that little thing there? That's your oil guide. A lot of people, I've seen people put them in back to front. There's a spring in front of that, and then you got this little oil guide behind it. So that's how that goes. And then that goes, yeah, there's another piece that goes in there with the bearing, and then that sits in there like that, and the little clutch actuator sits in there, and then those bearings, that spring, now see the way they go, there's like a little flange there and a little flange there. The spring goes on the top there like that, and then that goes there like that, so that should sit like that, and that mates up with the piece that sits in the outer casing, the left hand casing. So that's how it works. And the little lever has got a point. Where is it? It's somewhere here. There it is. Yeah. So this little lever goes on there like that. Well, obviously the tool's not there, but that's got a point. The centre line there goes through the centre of that lever, and that's got a point to the centre of that. So if you drew a line, they're all supposed to be in line. That's how it works. So obviously I'm missing some pieces there, but that's the general idea. A lot of people aren't really clear about it. They really speed through their videos, and it's hard to make out what they're saying, and the book isn't really clear either. I think everyone sort of assumes you know what you're doing, and a lot of us don't, so we resort to these YouTube videos to give us a bit of instruction. So I hope I've made that clear. If you want to work on your Postie bike a lot, I would suggest getting this clutch basket tool, and also the other tool that got down there, the that special castle nut remover, whatever the name of the tool is. The thingo, you need the right thingo, this thing. Yeah, it's that thing there, and that fits on that nut perfectly, and you won't damage it. Anyway, that's long enough raving on about a clutch. You're watching Postie Mania, and give us a like if you like it. Cheers, beers and all those sort of things to all you wonderful dears. We'll catch you in the future. Ride safe.